So John, I know you think I'm nuts, but I feel like we should just put an intro in the video about how you put the bumper back onto the car, about how you actually took it off. How easy was it? You know, what steps should people take in what order to do it, and what tools did you use?
All right, so we'll show.
I'm gonna zero in.
This tool.
That's the V tool that I asked you about in the video.
Interior, for interiors.
Yep.
Just, I popped all these off.
So is that what you did first? You took
Yeah.
all of these?
I popped all these off. Over
Okay.
here was a Torx screw, but I never had it, so I don't know what size it was, and it's still out. No big deal though.
So when you bought this car, probably someone took the bumper off before,
Yeah,
and
this
you never
hasn't
even
replaced.
realized it.
It was replaced.
Oh, this bumper was replaced. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so
Okay.
I did these first.
Okay, so you used the V tool,
Yep,
and you took
interior
off the
tool.
clips. Okay.
And then I went over here.
Yep.
Same thing, there's more here. There's two up here I took off to take this piece off.
Okay.
And
but,
out.
But you talked about you probably didn't have to, but it makes it easier.
Yeah,
Yep.
one side I did it, one side I didn't.
Okay.
I actually liked taking it off.
Okay.
I used a 10 millimeter,
Yep.
nice little short ratchet, goes in here, goes into the, once you
Okay.
take this piece off, you undo the nuts with that.
So that was the second step.
Yeah.
And you did on both sides.
Did both sides.
Okay.
So you're doing this, the same process on that side.
Yep.
Afterwards, when all the nuts are loose and you have all your pins out, you go underneath and there's more pins, and take those out.
Where are they?
Right here. See, they're all down here, see? Yeah, there's some more,
Yeah.
okay?
Yep.
So you pry this comes down with the tool. You go like
Okay.
that, and then you pull these out.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. And that's it?
And then after that, you have a piece that goes into the body here and here. And I pulled this out, and I would go in, and I'd pop.
Okay.
I went a little more, popped, and then had this side loose. I did the other side the same way, and just pulls right off.
And this took you how long?
To take it off, not even 20 minutes.
All right.
It's pretty quick.
Okay, and if anyone has any questions, they could always ask in the comments. You'll get back to them. Now it's time to put your bumper back, but you want to just tell everybody about taking off the bumper, putting it back on.
Yes, I want to give you
All
a
right.
script of like what I did to remove the bumper, because it could be very helpful to anybody in the future. Basically, what I did is I started off removing the plastic in here.
Hold on.
Involved screws. There's a plastic sheet in here, and it just involves screws so that I can get to this screw and this screw here, which is right here. So basically, I took these nuts off.
Uh-huh.
And then what I had to do is I took all the push pins off. There was push pins in these.
Push pins. Oh, so this comes.
No, this stays. This is the push pins were in these holes.
What holes?
These holes right here.
Oh, these holes.
Yeah. So in the back,
Okay.
underneath the hatch.
Let me go behind you.
Yeah. You see the push pin, like the holes. So all
Uh-huh.
those took a push pin. So you got to pull those out with a V tool. You just
A V tool.
you use a interior push pin remove tool. You just pop them out.
What does a V tool look like? So
Like
that's
this.
the V tool.
And then I popped them all out, all through here.
Okay.
And then,
How much is a V tool?
yeah, you get these. You can get them at Harbor Freight. They're real cheap.
Okay.
They make them in metal too, but then you gotta be careful that see the plastic doesn't do damage where metal
So
can.
that's a plastic V tool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then it had them on the bottom where you had to pull this nut piece down and then pull these pieces out. These were, removal too. I had to remove these.
Okay. So that's underneath the car.
Yeah.
Now you were underneath the car pulling them. Got it.
Now, I went to the side.
Mm-hmm.
I removed the nuts off of these.
And how did you remove them?
I used my 1/4-inch socket.
10 millimeter socket?
At the moment I don't remember the size. But then after you remove these, basically you pull this, and I use this long screwdriver, and I just pop these, because these are pushed into the body. These go
They are
right over
pushed
here.
in where?
They were pushed in here. So I had to take a screwdriver, push it in here, and then pop out off the bumper.
Okay.
And then I did that to the other side. I repeat, same thing on the other side.
Okay.
You know, has the bolts. And then did the same thing, and then off it came.
And now you're going to show everybody how to put it back on, and you'll tell everybody what millimeter socket to use.
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, I picked up the bumper, and you just lay it on the back. It's actually very light, which is very nice. It's actually very easy to deal with. It's very light. So I picked it up. I positioned it over the styrofoam and so forth. So now I'm going to push it in as much as I could. See, now they're all lined up. See how I got all the pieces. And now it's just a matter of hitting those in. So, same thing, I'm going to come over here and just start to get them lined up. See, one in the back there. There. See how I just hit it? See that lined up, and then pretty much lined up. Not hard at all. It really is not. And you can see all the pins I gotta put back that basically push in. The nuts wound up to be 10 millimeter. I tell you, it's amazing how often we come across 10 millimeter nuts. Okay, so now that's lined up. So I'm just gonna hit it this way, knock it in, get it in, and then I'm gonna start putting the nuts and bolts in. These are the push pins that were in all through here. And they go right up to here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And then there's 2 that go over here that hold a piece of plastic. This is a piece of plastic that goes behind the wheel well. So I'm going to position this in this area, push the push pins in, slide her in, and then put this piece back. This piece on this side I took off. The other side I never took it off. You can actually get by with taking the bumper off without taking this out of the way, but it does make it maybe a little bit easier.
So John, it's almost all in, but you had to go and get new push pins? Is that what happened?
I had to buy some of these. I don't know if you can see them.
Get close up.
You know what happens? They break. They lose their, like, say, ridges. Some are actually missing.
Oh, jeez.
All right. I bought them.
You got them at the auto parts store?
Yeah, I wound up going to Autobahn had them.
Okay. Cheap?
AutoZone, excuse me.
AutoZone, and they were cheap?
Nothing's ever cheap these days, I tell you. It's a piece of plastic. It's like, I don't know, $5 a little for 3.
Okay.
So, and then, so basically these push pins, they go all through here and up here.
Okay.
And I put them all in. And a little trick of putting them in, I use.
Hold on.
You take them, you put them in the hole.
Where's the hole? Let me see.
I
see. Okay.
You put this here.
Yeah.
And you tap it in.
Ingenious.
You know, this works nice because it's flat. You know.
And what is that?
It's just a 1/2-inch extension.
Okay.
So it's something that you would have in your toolbox and use a hammer.
Okay.
And it worked really good. It's actually hard to push them in. So that worked really well for me. The other thing too is these are on the bottom, so I gotta still put these in yet. These you push.
And where are they on the bottom? Can I?
Yeah, there's a hole.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I see. Let's.
So this goes in.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find your hands.
See how it's in?
Yep.
And then just go. That's it.
Okay.
That's in.
So one on one side, one on the other. No, there's 2 on each
here,
side.
And then over here.
2 on each side.
Yeah. So I still gotta do those yet. Right
and
here.
that's it, and then it's done.
Yeah, that's it. I did all the push. There was push pins over here. I pushed in too.
Where?
I did one here. I still got to do one here.
Hold on, let me get over there.
There's one at the bottom there. You can see, and in the middle.
Ah, I see. Yes, yes. Okay, so you got 2 in. 2 in? Yes, 2 in, and 1 left. So that's it. Push pins.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah, it's actually
all done.
Very easy to deal with taking the bumper off. And that's the first time I ever took it off, and I tell you, it was very easy. Very easy going on.
All right.
Very nice to deal with.
Sweet.
So it's nothing to be afraid of.
All right, job done.